Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Kane. Today I'm sharing an 8.5 by 11 layout. This is for Miss Kate's design team. She has an online store where you can pick up collections. I did do a full unboxing at the beginning of the month. Here I'm showing you 3 photos that I plan on using for this particular layout of my son and a school project that he created actually using my scrapbook supplies. So he picked out some cardstock and stickers and he made little photo placements that you put a magnet on the back and you can hang it on your refrigerator. And that was his little project for school, and they sold them in the class for fake money. And he actually did pretty good. He sold lots of them. So here I'm just showing you the embellishments that I'm choosing to use, and then I'm going to pick some of these 6x6 papers, and then I have also picked out a couple of 12x12 papers to use on this particular layout. And I really like the way that it turns out. It definitely is not a layout that I create usually because I'm using circles again, which is kind of rare, but here lately I seem to be embracing the circles. Sometimes circles just work really well for layouts, and then other times I'm like, I can't make it work. That large title up there at the top, school, I wanted to make sure and use that on my layout. And I do get that on the layout, even though I use a large piece of this yellow background paper, but I made sure that I trimmed off the school part so that I could cut it out first. So here I'm going to place this red piece up here at the top. That's going to be where my title is going to go. And then the line paper, I cut a small section of it and I used some stickers from my stash for alphas, which are from Pink Fresh, I believe, but the green minty color matched this collection. And it also matches his photo. That's the color of the money in the photo. So that's the reason I brought it in. And then you can see I also fussy cut out the banner. I made this a while ago. I actually don't remember if the banner gets on the layout or not. I believe it does. But here I have the ruler that I cut off of another piece of paper. I believe that was another cut apart and I trimmed it off. And I'm going to use it as an embellishment. I did pop it up on play foam. And then this piece here is one of the actual projects that he created. It has his own photo in it. It was like the example that he showed the other kids that a wallet picture would fit inside of that little rectangle. And he did cut out all of those rectangles. He used a square punch, but punched it out twice so that it would make a rectangle. And he did a pretty good job. Like, you couldn't tell where it met up. I was really proud of him. And he came up with this idea all on his own. So here I have another circle, and then I cut the photo into a circle. There wasn't a whole lot in the background that was very interesting. It was just a cute photo of him holding up the play money, and he wanted me to take his picture with it. And then I took a picture of the desk where he had laid out all of his frames with different stickers. He had like superheroes and Scooby Doo and a couple other different cartoon character ones. And then I cut a couple other circles just for extra embellishments to lay around. And I really like I said, I like the way that it looks. I think it's perfect because these photos were kind of busy. Since they were taken in the classroom, there's other kids in them, but I really didn't need the other kids in them, so it was okay if I just trimmed them down. And for this particular school project, we were allowed to go into the classroom, as the parents and see what they all created for their project to sell. And like I said, this was his idea, and I just helped him execute it by giving him stickers and cardstock. So here I have a few of those cute little embellishments, this cute little backpack, the little owl, which I just think is so cute. And I also love the color of it. It's also that minty green color. And then the A plus, which is the grade that he received for his project. And then another little like title piece. It just says school days, but I thought that was kind of fitting for this particular layout since, it is a school day. He was there during school day to sell his project. Now, I did leave a little bit of room for some strip journaling over on the left hand side, or I can just write it on there. But there's not really a whole bunch to be said, except for, like I said, this was a third grade project, and this was his project that he had picked out. So you can see the paper there was a little bit heavier on the top and it almost wanted to bend, but it'll be fine when I put it in the page protector. I do have an affiliate link down below where you can pick up your own Miss Kate collections. She does have a full website, and if you use the affiliate link, that does give me a little bit of commission, and it doesn't cost you any more to use the link. But she has lots of different collections, and I love how colorful and bright they are. There's a great variety if you look around. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks for coming by. See you later. Bye.